This is AB8MO for the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm trusting that everything is working. I really don't know. And I'm looking to see if anybody on the repeater would like to get on the list here before I open up NetLogger. Please call AB8MO.
AB8MO, KEQKO. I don't think anything is working at all, sir. But good luck to you on the pre-show. KEQKO.
No takers, so don't complain when you're 25 on the list. Opening up NetLogger now. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, KEQKO. Did you catch my last transmission, sir?
Nope, I heard absolutely nothing. I guess that means I'm going to have to turn on 3.9 on another radio because apparently Allstar is not going to work for me tonight.
Well, you got me now, I guess. But yeah, I tried to transmit that jokingly, saying nothing was working, and then didn't hear back. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, maybe it wasn't as much of a joke as I had hoped it was. But other than that, you're coming in for me just fine in KEQKO.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to switch to the other antenna. I'm on my indoor antenna, but I can't hear the repeater with it. So I guess I'm going to have to transmit on Allstar and receive on RF, which is really, really stupid, I think. But hey, it's the way it goes. It's the only way I'm going to get everybody tonight, I guess. So was there anybody else there besides you, Sir Nick, at night? Which you sound marvelous this evening.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Hey, you and Nick, you guys both sound fine. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, clearing on the side.
KEQKO. Andy, I would say if that was just that one time, I don't know, maybe I didn't push the mic down hard enough. I don't know. Kind of as a fluke, but if it happens again, then maybe you have to do something. But it was just that one transmission, so I don't know if I'd really go too crazy on solving that problem. But anyway, I will see you or talk to you a little bit later. KEQKO. Be cleared for a little bit.
All right, thanks there, Nick. Hi, Mike, how goes it? KE8QWE, you're making it in just fine from what I can tell from AB8MO.
Oh, I am doing fine. I've been coughing a lot. It seems like every night I just cough for about a half hour or so, but it's just all that crap that's working on me. But I am doing good. You sound fine. I can hear your cat. She is saying hi, so I think we're all set to go. Over.
All right, sounds good there. All right, I'm going to get on the side here and try to stay caught up on NetLogger because people are getting in already. But I'll still be listening on the repeater. But if I don't respond, you try it again because Allstar doesn't always work, apparently. I will switch antennas, so I'm receiving the repeater on RF here. So give me a moment, folks. This is AB8MO.
Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo.
Okay, this is AB8MO. I should be. Yep, okay. I got 39 turned on the other end. I'm doing this purely out of frustration, folks, so I don't want to be missing people here. All right, I will get, I see you guys checking in on NetWater there. I'll get you on the list here momentarily. Anybody on the RF side like to check it, please call AB8MO.
W8WKY.
And I'll make another call here. From AB8MO, going to see if anybody'd like to get in on the list here before the pre-show. We're lining them up. We got 11 on the list right now, and we got plenty of more lines to fill, as Dustin would say. This is AB8MO. Please call.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
KC5 RBG got you in there, Shannon, at number 12. Anybody else?
Kilo Charlie 0, Lima Romeo Mike, KC0 LRM, Kelly in Tulsa.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India, WB4C, Chuck, Echolink, Florida.
Okay, here's who I got that time. I think I got Shannon under another KC5 RBG, KC0 LRM Kelly at 13, WB4AIZ Chuck 14. Anybody else? All right, got another one off the blue screen here. Gary, KE8WA in Sandusky, you are checked in. I don't know if Illyria's, well, I could see if Illyria's linked up here. I don't know if it is yet. Nope, don't look like it is yet, but I think they do automatically link up at the bottom of the hour. Anybody else for the pre-show of the Beacon Net, please call AB8MO. Last call for check-in on the Beacon Net pre-show before KE8QWE takes over. And I keep having to turn stuff up and down, but that's the way it goes. This is AB8MO. Please call.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
W8WKY.
QCQ and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the BeaconNet. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Mike on the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through net control. If there's any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. Let's just take a quick break, make sure we don't have anybody. Okay, it looks quiet, which is good because we don't want any kind of priority or emergency traffic. Okay, the net is on one of the following: the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48.496 and Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. Okay, before we start running through what we have, let's do the ever popular Mickey Mouse roll call. So let's go and check with Nick. I know he's there. I heard him on before, but I will make it official. KE8QKO, Nick at night. Hello. KE8QKO. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it because I know he is there. Okay, logger extraordinary, Andy, AB8MO, hello.
I'm here, AB8MO.
And you sound fantastic. Okay, let's see if just Nick is there. 88 SLG.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Mike, and all of the Beacon netizens. It's going to be one and done tonight, but I wanted to get in here and say howdy to everybody and wish all a happy Thanksgiving weekend. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Okay, Nick, that sounds good. Go ahead, take care of yourself, and have a great night. Okay, I forgot to check with Mr. Squatch. KD8EPC, hello.
KQWE and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I am here, ready, present, accounted for. I have zero responsibilities tonight, so I'm just kind of going to be listening in the background. KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Okay, that sounds good. You sound fine. Looks like everything is working the way it should. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8EPC. Talk to Nick. Let's go see what Eric is up to. KE8VZA. Hello, Eric.
KE8QWE. This is KE8VZA. Hello there, Mike. Hi, everybody. I am here standing by with the main trivia question tonight when it's time. So this is KE8VZA. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, Eric, that sounds good. Looks like everything's working great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8VZA. I'm going to run down through who we have on the list. We have quite a number of people. Andy's been stacking them up. Let's go ahead and start with KE8YUG. Josh.
KE8QWE, it's good to hear you, and I guess I'm starting off, so I haven't heard anybody else yet, but yeah, looking forward to it. I'll be here all night, hanging out, so send it back to net. KE8YUG.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YUG. Let's go to KG4SCK. Hello, Mark. KG4SCK, Mark.
Hey, Mike, it's KG4SCK. Hello, everyone. Yes, sir, I'll be here for the whole net. Had to turn my tone on. Sorry.
Okay, Mark, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KG4SCK. Let's go talk to Josh. KE8VKA. Hello, Josh.
KE8QWE, KE8VKA. Good evening, Mike. Good evening, everybody on the net. I will be sticking around tonight. Looking forward to seeing what Eric has for trivia. And besides that, I am struggling with Morse code software, trying to figure it out. I finally dived in. We'll see how this goes. All right, KE8VKA, back to you, Mike. Talk to you in a bit.
Okay, Josh, that sounds good. Yeah, code to me has always been one of those deals. Either it comes easy for you or it doesn't come at all. Fortunately, we don't have to have it to have any level of license. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8VKA. I know Ray, we're going to leave him on the list. He is on the AA net tonight. Let's go see what Tom is up to. KA8MNT.
Good evening, everybody. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango. Well, I was sitting here, I've been sitting here debating, and it looks like I'm going to probably make this a one and done, because I've had a full day and my eyelids are starting to close, so I'm going to say 73 to everybody and turn everything back over to the pre-net.
Okay, Tom, that sounds good. Go ahead and have a great night and a great week. Okay, we've got Shannon out in Tulsa. KC5, Real Big Guns. Hello, Shannon.
Howdy from Tulsa, KC5RBG. I'll be sticking around, and already took the little man back, so it'll be a no-show. I'll be sticking around KC5RBG.
Okay, Shannon, welcome to the net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC5RBG. Okay, we have Kelly. KC0LRM. Hello, Kelly.
Oh, hey, hello to everybody out there on the Beacon Net tonight. Yep, I'll be sticking around for the big show. Wouldn't miss it. I'll let you get on down the list there. I see you got quite a few already. Everybody have a good one. Talk to you here shortly.
Okay, Kelly, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'll go ahead and clear with KC0LRM. Okay, we have Chuck in Florida. Whiskey Bravo 4 AIZ. Hello, Chuck.
WB4AIZ. Sugar by usual even out in this last few days before the end of hurricane season. Yay! It ends September, November is the last day. Although that doesn't mean there won't be anything after that. But that's the official end of the hurricane season. So I'll do it out.
W8WKY.
just one thing, Chuck. Are you going to be here for the whole net, or are you one and done?
One done. I'm finishing up in St. John, and will be probably much longer. Yeah, done before that.
Okay, Chuck, that sounds good. Have a great night and a great week. Okay, let's go see what Gary in Sandusky is up to. KE8, Whiskey Alpha.
Good evening, Mark. Just going to be one and done tonight. It's going to be a little busy around here. Getting ready to take the dog out and get her business. Long takes for her to that. And I hope everybody had a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I hope their football team made it today, or if not, condolences. So I'll be just listening mostly for tonight. So we'll be here and listening to KEWA.
Okay, Gary, that sounds good. Yeah, we won't even talk about the Browns. So, Gary, you have a great night. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8, Whiskey Alpha. Okay, let's go out and talk to John in Farallon. Whiskey 2, JLS. Hello, John. Whiskey 2, JLS, John. John, I'm having trouble hearing you, man. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. We'll keep John on the list. Let's talk to Eddie out there, Maryland. Whiskey 3, ETB. Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, hi, Mike. W3ATB here in Annapolis, Maryland, a wet Annapolis, Maryland. It's been raining pretty much all day long, and the temperature's been in the 40s, but feels like the upper 30s. So, yeah, I'll be here. I'll be listening in. I want to hear the trivia questions and make my answers, whether right or wrong. So I'll be here. Back to you there. W3ATB, back to net.
Okay, Eddie, that sounds good. Yeah, it started drizzling this afternoon and raining. It's been wet and cold ever since. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with Whiskey 3 ETB. Let's go talk to Mike in Monroe Falls. Whiskey Bravo 8 CXO. Hello, Mike.
Q8 Sarah Foxtrot, sir. Martin Wadsworth, in and out.
Okay, Mark. Mark, we got you, and Mike, your radio is working fine, and we have you as in and out. Okay, let's talk to Lucy. N8, KE8, YUK. Hello, Lucy.
Good evening, everybody. I didn't know I was on the list, so hi. I'm surprised. What are you? I have not been paying attention. Oh, shit. Well, I guess I'm sticking around since I'm on the list, but if my husband's up, I'm up. So, I won't be listening very closely, to be honest, because I am trying to write a story, and the two do not mix well. But, yeah, I'll be sticking around, and I'll be awake at the very least. So talk to you later down the line. KE8YUK, back to net control.
Okay, Lucy, that sounds good. It's always good to have you and Josh on our net. I'll go ahead and clear with KE8YUK. And we picked up Joe, KE8QOY.
But this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Oscar. Key, I'm going to be in and out.
Okay, that sounds good. Joe, we have you on the list to go ahead and clear with KE8QOY. Okay, I went down through the list of who I have. So I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing, and we'll start taking in some additional check-ins. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Okay, this is WB8GKV, Whiskey Bravo 8, Golf Kilo Victor, Ed and Wadsworth, and we're in and out tonight.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Mikey, I'm not going to stay in. I've got to prep for Friday's procedure, and I'm going to need some more rest. So have a wonderful net. God bless you all. WV3K and Canal Fulton.
Hello, Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, Chris in Amherst, KE8MMY. I'll try to stay up, but don't be surprised if you catch me napping. KE8MMY.
Okay, I'll run down through who we picked up. We picked up Joe, KE8QOY, he is in and out. We picked up Whiskey Bravo 8G, KB Ed, he's in and out. Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, that's still he's in and out. And KE8MMY. And Chris, are you going to be here for the whole show? Over.
The radio will be on for the whole show. I'm going to try and stay up and listen to it, but if you don't hear me call back, it's just because I'm inspecting my eyelids, but I'll try and hang in there. KE8MMY.
Mike, it's Whiskey Delta 8, Mike, ED Uniform.
Okay, that sounds good. We will go ahead and give you a holler, Chris. If you're there. Looks like we picked up Whiskey Delta 8 MIU.
And good evening, KCFQB.
WD to MIU, thank you.
Okay, Wade, are you going to be here for the entire show? Over.
So shouldn't be a problem. WD to MIU, we're watching football.
Okay, Wade, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. And of course, it wouldn't be a net without Mark. KC8FQV. Hello, Mark.
W8WKY.
Well, hello, KCFQB here. I'll be around. Matter of fact, we're earlier on the 6-meter net. They were wondering, well, when is Tusco? It's going to be, the guy says, Brent. They just got to wait and get a date. going to be in the spring. He said it would be at the fairgrounds again this year. Well, you know, the fairgrounds ain't open very much now. You don't get much activity around the fairgrounds and that now. So, probably after the first year when the secretaries go in and that, they can open one of them new calendars up and they'll start filling slots. So, but they said that they would be having one. They just gotta wait to get a date. So, and he said they're going to be at the fairgrounds. So, if everything goes, you know, hey, you know, all the stuff is just it just rides on the edge of stuff, just like we ride on the edge of the wave of air waves. So, KCFQB.
Okay, Mark, I'm sure you are going to be here for the entire net. Over. KC8 FQV. Okay, Mark, we'll go ahead and leave you on the list. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
AFI-JB, Commander Dawson, short time.
Okay, we picked up AI5JB. Hello there, Matt.
I appreciate it. Request on my call sign, that is the AFI-JB, the Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo. I can even hear everybody else out there on the net. Good to hear at 1. Had a great Thanksgiving last Thursday, and down strong cold tallies. He told us ate there. I saw see Mom for a little bit. Played that evening, and just a good Thanksgiving. A great time, and then last weekend stayed in town. Of course, had my Saturday morning route. They got that done. To go off doing that, they got cleaned up and went and done my laundry and everything, and all my chores and all that. They got done doing that. Went to the Busters. Played some pretty fun arcade games there. Got done with that. Went to Hard Rock and ate there. Played a couple of games there. Then went home and had me a beer and went to bed and kind of hung out for a little bit at the house. And that's pretty much my weekend and my Thanksgiving there. So again, hope everybody's doing well out there. Don't want too much of anything else. Good to hear you. Steady 3, and have a good night, a good safe week as well. Work week as well. With that, this is AFI-JB, the Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo, Matt, City of Tulsa, Oklahoma. About to take control again. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, Matt, I'm sorry about calling you with the wrong call sign. I put AF5 on my list, but I said AI5. I think maybe I'm getting tired. In any event, man, it sounds like you've had a good weekend. You go ahead and take care and have a great night and a great week. I look forward to talking to you again next Sunday. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
W2JLS, pre-check.
Okay, we got W2JLS. You came back. Hey, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
Yeah, Mike, I'll stick around, or at least try to. I just wanted to verify that I'm coming in now. I think I had some settings screwy over here on the 991 Alpha, so I've been messing around on other bands and had some things sideways. Can you hear me now? And apologies if I'm wasting the net's time.
John, you are loud and clear, man. I don't think you could ask for a whole lot more. Over.
Roger. Thanks for that. Sorry I let you get back on to things. I'll be sticking around. W2JLS, back to you.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and clear with Whiskey 2, JLS. See you, John. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. This is Kilo Echo White, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Lima Victor Alpha, KE8 LVA, Aaron. I'll be in and out tonight.
Okay, Aaron, that sounds good. So I have KE8 LVA Aaron. He's going to be in and out. So, okay, I still have time for a few more. If you'd like to join us for the net, please come with the call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
W8WKY.
Okay, this is the last call for the pre-checks for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. If you'd like to join us, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo
Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, Chris in Medina, and I'll be in and out eavesdropping only. Real busy with paperwork.
Okay, Chris, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD2HCE. So looks like is up. I like to thank everybody. We had a lot of nice orderly check-ins here. It makes it easy. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on over to Nick, and then I'm going to bed. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo to KE8 UKO.
Thank you, Mike. Fine business on the pre-show as always. I'll tell you what, once we get the questions read to us, I'll come back to you to get your answers early on so you can answer before you go back to bed. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Just put me up at the top of the list, and I'll come up with an answer. Don't know whether it'll be right or not. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8 UKO.
We never know if we're right, Mike. All right. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WAWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WAWKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Dewdrop Inn, and various other repeaters, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Nothing heard. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Delta 8, Romeo Charlie Papa, KD8 RCP, the name is Ross.
Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Whiskey Kilo. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Whiskey Kilo. Name is Bruce, Wilson, North Carolina.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta 8. Victor Kilo 2, Delta 8.
KA8YYY, Kilo Alpha 8, Yankee. Paul and Ritter.
All right, I'm going to take it right here and run through this list of check-ins we got for the start of the Beacon Net. I have KD8 RCP, who I believe he said it was mobile, so we're going to get to him here at the top of the list with Mike once the trivia questions are read for us. We have KC3MWK Bruce. We have VK2DY Robert. Robert, you had a lot of background noise, and you're a little on the quiet side, just to let you know when you come back to us. But I imagine with the check-ins, a little bit of time for you to sort that out, or you're probably maybe traveling and be at a different location by then. And then we have KA8YYY, Paul. All right. Are there any additional check-ins for the Beacon Net? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KI5OWA, Joe in Emerald, Texas.
I'm going to take it. Last caller, can you come back with your call sign one more time, please? I don't think we got it all.
India 5, Oscar Whiskey Alpha, Kilo India 5, Oscar Whiskey Alpha.
All right, copy that, Joe. We got you in there. Kilo India 5, Oscar Whiskey Alpha. Thank you, sir. All right, so we got a few check-ins here. Let's go up and get our trivia questions for us this evening. We're going to start up with 88MO. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong person. Wait, just a moment. K8VZA. How you doing, sir? And what traffic? What is the trivia question this evening?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. Here we go with the trivia question. This will be the main trivia question. In the U.S. in 1920, as government regulations were still being developed, early broadcast radio stations initially had to share time on which single frequency? Possible answers are Alpha 619 kilohertz, Bravo 750 kilohertz, Charlie 833 kilohertz, or Delta 1350 kilohertz. I'll take a break and read it again. In the U.S. in 1920, as government regulations were still being developed, early broadcast radio stations initially had to share time on which single frequency? Alpha 619 kilohertz, Bravo 750 kilohertz, Charlie 833 kilohertz, or Delta 1350 kilohertz. And I'll turn it back to you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Eric. I'm going to think on that one for a little bit and get my answer a little bit later. And I don't see him in the log, so we're going to see. I don't know if Alan is around or not, but just in case he's out there listening and hasn't checked in just yet, we're going to call for KF5DAY. Alan, are you out there? And do you have the trivia question, the alternate question for us this evening yet? All right, hearing nothing, perhaps he's going to be in with us in a little bit. I know he has things he has to do right before the start of the Beacon Net, and he can't always make it with us on time, but I'm sure he'll be here to give us his wonderful Cornwaldo bean question. But with that, let's go up to, I'm going to go with the mobile station first. That's KD8 KCP. KD8 RCP. I can't read my own writing. Ross, do you have an answer for our question this evening?
You know, I do not have an answer for the question, so I'll take a wild guess and say B, Bravo. I will only be monitoring tonight. I am in Orville currently, and I will be running to Canton, so I'll probably lose you guys, have you in and out. I'm a truck driver, and I just listen in between deliveries and try to check in if I get it. So that, I'll send it back to you, KD8 RCP. Everyone have a good night.
All right, thank you, Russ. It's good to hear you. Good to have you in here, and feel free to check in whenever you can, and stay safe on the roads this evening. Next, we're going to go up to K8QWE, Mike, see if he has an answer for our primary question. Mike, take it away.
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. The primary question, I'm going to go with A, because I have no other reason than the fact that the early days of broadcast, they used lower frequencies. So I thought, well, I'm going to go with the lowest frequency they have. As far as the alternate, I tell you what, you can never go wrong with the kernel. So I'm going to go with D. So whatever D is, that's going to be my answer. I've had a great 4th of July and a great weekend. I'm getting my health back. I still cough a lot at night, but oh well, it's always something. So that being said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. It's Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8 QKO. See you, folks.
right. Thank you, Mike. And get some rest. Feel better soon. I know the bugs and things that go around, and I know you're not feeling weight, but I hope you feel better. It sounds like you're feeling better now than you were last week. Okay, so we're going to start going down our list here. We're at the top of the list. To talk to tonight is going to be K8YUG, Josh. How you doing tonight, Josh? What do you have for us this evening?
K8QKO. Hey, it's good to hear you, Nick. And yeah, kicking it off here. Get the trivia out of the way. I'm going to go with B, 750 kilohertz. I'm just guessing. So that'll be my guess. Going B, Bravo. And then, yeah, we had a good Thanksgiving. Real good Thanksgiving, good family time, awesome food. We ate twice. Went to 2 different houses, so that was nice. Bunch of leftovers, been digging through those. But we had a good ride home, too. I got to chat with my dad the whole way home on the TV radio there. It worked perfectly. The whole way I got to tell him, hey, I'm home from the driveway, so that's always cool. And I've just been playing with Linux the past couple days. I got the new Ubuntu 22 running. I'm actually running the NetLogger on that Linux box now, and I got ham clock installed. So I got all my goals done, and I'm just playing around and learning. It's been a good time off. Got to go back to work tomorrow, but that should be fun. Alrighty, I'll send it back to Net. This is KE8YUG, and I'll be listening.
All right, thank you, Josh. I'm going to identify real quick. This is K8QKO, the WWKY repeater, going through our list of check-ins to the Beacon Net. And Josh, I'm going to get back to you here in just a moment because it sounds like Alan is in the blue screen, so I'm thinking he's probably listening. I'm going to pass it off to him to get the alternate question read for us, and I'm going to come back to you to get your alternate answer. So, Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY. Do you copy me now, Nick?
KI5DAY, KE8QKO. Yes, sir, I copy you now. You were coming in some scratch there a few minutes ago, or just a minute ago. But you're sounding okay right now, so go ahead and take it away.
KI5DAY, the net. Thanks. Yeah, that wasn't me. I don't know what that was, but it keyed up. As soon as you let go, it was keying up, and I just waited for it, and it finally went away. But anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did, a couple of them, actually, and a whole bunch of other stuff in between. But anyway, I did bring alternate trivia for tonight, and I am in Sperry, so I'm at home. Tonight's alternate trivia was brought to you by Nabisco. They stepped up tonight in place of a couple other ones and decided to sponsor my old trivia question. And it is as follows. Let me let this drop. There are over 200 flavors of which of these items in Japan? Is it A, Kit Kat bars, B, soda pop, C, Pop-Tarts, or D, Cornwaldo jelly beans? Again, there are over 200 flavors of which one of these items in Japan? Is it A, Kit Kat bars, B, soda pop, C, Pop-Tarts, D, Cornwaldo jelly beans? KI5DA, back to net.
All right, thank you, Ellen. I'm going to think on that one for a little bit. I think I have a guess, but I'm going to think on it. I'm going to go back up to KE8YUG, Josh, and see if we can get his answer for the alternate question, and then we'll continue down our list. Josh, take it away.
This is KE8YUG. Thanks again, Nick. I'm going to go with C, Pop-Tarts, for the alternate trivia. I'll send it back to you, KE8YUG.
Copy that, sir. Got you there for Charlie, Pop-Tarts. Next, we go down to KG4, SCK Mark. How you doing, sir? And I hope you had a good holiday. Go ahead and take it away.
Hey, good evening, Nick and Knight, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I had a great holiday. Had a great Thanksgiving. Surprised the wife. She got 2 turkey breasts and a ham to cook, and I didn't think that was enough, so I got a third and snuck it in there on the brine. And Thursday morning, I woke up and said, "Look, honey, it's a Thanksgiving miracle." And we had about 20 people in the house from ages 3 to 83. So that was fun. But it was a lot of work. I got to decorate the house during that week. We live in a Christmas village. Does charity work and all donations to, a couple of charities. So I'm glad to be back and get some rest. I'll pop a little video and you can see what it looks like, I guess. I made the mistake of pointing out to the wife that the Frosty had no head. It wasn't lit, and another little ornament wasn't working. She made me go out to Lowe's and get the replacements, and I put them out in the yard this morning and then drove 8 hours. I better answer the trivia questions. First one, I'm going to go with Delta, and for Allen's, Kit Kat bars. I guess that's Alpha. Delta and Alpha, DA, KG4SCK, back to net.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha. Yeah, I guess time to come back and work and get some rest and relaxation after a busy weekend like that. I know I did a little bit of Christmas decoration, but not too much. Mostly helping a friend's parents with some downspouts that needed moved, and did some shopping today and time with friends on Friday, and then Thanksgiving with the family on Thursday. So, wow, doesn't feel quite as busy as yours. But thanks for getting with us there, Mark. And next we're going to go down to K8 VKA, Josh. How you doing, sir? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
KE8QKO, KE8VKA. Good evening, Nick. Good evening to everybody on the net. Hope you all have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't know if Nick SLG is listening, but I forgot to say thank you for the net on Wednesday. That was a fun little deviation from the regular script. It was cool to have the net where we talked about Thanksgiving disasters or cringy Thanksgiving stories. That was kind of fun. For my trivia, let me give you the main. I'm just going to go with 1350. I'm going to go with Delta just because there's a radio station that I know of that frequency. I like Mike's reasoning to lower the frequency, but I'm just going to go with Delta anyways. And then for Allen's, that's a great question. 200 flavors of which items in Japan?
It's Japan.
It's Japan. I don't know what that means. I'm going to go with pop. I'm going to go with soda pop. Bravo. So there you go, D&B. We had a good Thanksgiving. Went up to Michigan, visited Lucy's cousins up there. Had basically most of the family was up there. That was fun. And then went over to my family's house on Saturday, decorated the Christmas tree. That was a lot of fun. And so that was good. It was also productive because I finally got all of our vehicles wired up properly so that I have the radios connected to the battery. Finally, I'm not using timed out my own radio. We're finally not using the cigarette lighter to power any of our radios, so that's a good thing. Got a radio in Lucy's car and got one in my car, and we're all set. So very pleased about that. And then I'm just sitting here trying to practice Morse code. So you guys will have to keep me honest and check in to make sure I keep up with practicing because I am terrible at being consistent, but I'm going to try. So we'll see how this goes. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for running the net tonight, Nick. Good to hear you. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks again for the pumpkin roll. And say 7-3 is KE8 VKA. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Josh. And yeah, I'll say I've started practicing Morse code a few times and never really finished it. So I understand how that can go. We got your answers down for Delta and Bravo. And next we're going to, before I get down, I'm going to, I can't talk tonight. I'm going to identify. This is KEAQKO and the WWKY repeater. Going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And next we go down to K5CFY Ray. How you doing tonight, Ray? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
KEAQKO and the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Nick at night. A wonderful job on the net control, as usual. Good to hear everybody in there. And you also have a great logger in there as well. Doing an awesome job. Let me see here. I'm going to go with beacon and barometer. So on the two questions there, beacon and barometer. So there you go. We'll give it back to you. 73, everyone. Take care. 5 CFY.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Got you down for the Bravos. That are the names of the net for the Sarah Clubs. All right. Thank you, sir. Good to hear from you. Next, we have K8MNT Tom, who is in and out. And we are now down to KC5. Real Big Guns, Shannon. How you doing, sir? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
Hello from Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. Wave a hand at all my family and friends out there. Well, had a good Thanksgiving. I was able to go to Branson and see my parents. And, gosh, that's probably the first time I've got to see them in 2 years. I haven't been able to afford to go up there, and they're too feeble to come down here, so, but a friend made it happen, and I was very, very happy for Thanksgiving. I don't know if my parents are going to make it to the next Thanksgiving, so this one was particularly important. I hope they are, but I don't know if they will be. And they're not getting any younger or getting any better in health, so their health just keeps declining. Anyway, we had a great time. We just sat around and let all the Black Friday shoppers shop, and we decided to watch movies and then go out to a nice dinner. Thanksgiving Day, we went to a buffet. It was really good. Golden Corral, of all places. And had excellent service and excellent food. It was fantastic. I hope everyone else had a good holiday weekend, extended weekend, I should say. And now it's time to move forward into the cold. Right now it's already 33 degrees here tonight, and I don't know what it's supposed to get down to, but right now it's already 33, which is pretty early for that. Usually that doesn't come till real early in the morning. So my answers to trivia, of course, is the great state of Oklahoma, for both, of course, because that's a never wrong answer. Anyway, I'll let you go ahead and get on down the long list there, and like I said, I'll wave a hand at all my friends near and far. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73, back to net control.
All right, Shannon, thanks for getting in with us there. Yeah, sorry to hear your parents. I know your folks are getting older, and I guess all of ours are getting older, and I'm glad you got to spend some time with them. And I will say, I've had people in the family in the past that we thought it was their last Christmas or the last Thanksgiving, and they were still around years and years later. So, yeah, it's not always easy when it happens, but also kind of good to spend time with them and enjoy the time that you have. Next, we go down to KC0, LRM Kelly. How you doing tonight, Kelly? And what traffic do you have for the net this evening?
KEAQKO. Hey, thanks, Nick, for getting me in there. Not a lot going on. Had a pretty good weekend. I got to go up with my wife's family Thursday and spend a little time up there. Then I left her and came back, so it's just me and the dogs and cats. Just doing a little playing around the house. Not a lot going on. Play a little radio. As far as my trivia answer, I better give you that before I forget. For the first question, I was kind of debating on that. I think I'm going to go with what Ray did, the 750. I was debating the 1350. I know I did a little shortwave listing, and most of your AM stuff is on like either 5 or 10 millihertz or kilohertz increments, so that's why I went with B. And then I think for the Japanese question, I'm going to go with B, the soda pop, because I just happened to be watching one of those 4K walkthrough downtown document things yesterday on YouTube, and I saw a Coca-Cola had all kinds of colors on it I've never seen before, so I was like, I have no idea what kind of sodas are in there. So, excuse me, that's my answer for, so B and B for mine there. That's about all I got. Now, thanks for running the net. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving weekend, and I'll let you get on down the list there.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Our next two stations, we got you on there, Bravo and Bravo, by the way. And my next two stations here were In and Out. That was WB4AIZ Chuck and KE8WA Gary. That takes us down to W2JLS John. How you doing tonight, John? And what do you have for us this evening?
KE8QKO Nick. Good evening, sir, on your ears. It seems like I read something about that at some point in time, but I am oblivious. It didn't stick, you know. So I'll launch my guess with the rest. I haven't heard A or C yet. I'll go with C for the frequency question. And then the second question, man, that I can't imagine there are that many Pop-Tarts, but who knows? Those folks can be kind of different, not in a bad way. I'm going to go with Soda Pop, however. That seems like the most likely as a guess. Anyway, thanks for having me on the net. Everyone sounds great, and hope you had a great, great holiday week. I know I did. It was super. Yeah, back to net.
All right, thank you, John. I think you said your answers were Charlie and Charlie, correct? The 833 kilohertz and Pop-Tarts, is that correct?
Oh, no, I like the idea that there may be 200 different kinds of Pop-Tarts over there, but I'm going to go with what's probably the most likely answer, which would be Soda Pop. It has pop in it, but not Pop-Tarts. Whatever choice was Soda Pop. Yeah, and then the other one was choice C. Okay? Sorry if I wasn't clear.
W8WKY.
Not a problem, sir. I also might have missed it. We got you down there for Charlie and Bravo. It's good to hear you. Next, we have W3ETV Eddie. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
Well, I hope it's stopped raining outside. It rained all day long today. So hopefully it's done. Cold and Tuesday even. We're going to stay in and keep warm, and that's about. And pray that there's no snow. So I don't want to see any snow. Anyway, as far as the trivia questions goes, I totally forgot what it was. Lucy, memory is going down. It's gone already. God. See, what was the first question? Oh, it was something to do with frequency. Well, I don't know. I'll go with, I think it's D, which is 1350 AM frequency, which probably maybe in the 20s they were using AM, I guess, and maybe they might have had some AM broadcast stations as well. So I'll go with D. And actually, for Alan's question, I want to, for those people that are as old as I am, you probably remember that in the 1970s they had these stores called pop shops. And they had probably every flavor of soda pop that you could possibly imagine. In fact, a couple of Thanksgivings ago, we had a party, and the lady had brought in a six-pack of some different sodas that she's given a little small cup with a little bit of the soda, and we were supposed to guess what type of flavor it was. Everybody did pretty good until they got to the one that was banana cream, and nobody could guess it. Anyway, as far as the trivia question for Alan, I'm going to have to go with B, because I think they already probably had. So, and I don't know, Kit Kats, I kind of doubt they could do that many flavors of Kit Kats, but I'm probably wrong, because I usually am. And I'm going to go with C for Alan's. What did I say? D for the first one and C for the second one. Anyway, back to net. I've tied it up too much already. W3TV, back to that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got you down there for Delta and Charlie. And I'm going to identify real quick. This is KE8QKO and the WWKY repeater going through a list of check-ins to BeaconNet. Our next station, WB8CXO, was in and out, and we are now down to KE8YUK. Lucy the Yuck. Take it away, Lucy.
Good evening, Nick at Night, and everyone on the BeaconNet. I am dragging. I have had too much sugar and not enough real food, quote-unquote, and now I just want to sleep. But I can't sleep because I'm here. As far as trivia goes, I have no idea what's kilohertz, so I'm just going to go with alpha. I don't even know what it is, but that's what I'm going to go for. And for the second one, for Alan's, I have put much more thought into this. I've been debating back and forth with a friend about 200 because 200 seems like too low of a number for some of them, but too high of a number for the other ones. It's very, very important to establish what it could be. So after much decision-making, I believe that I am going to go with, completely blanking on what the heck it was, doggone it, Kit Kats. I want to go with Kit Kats. I don't remember which one that is either. Josh is scrolling through Facebook, and I'm hugely distracted. That's a tiny baby. Anyway, I'm going to pause for time because he specifically told me not to time out. So here I go. KYUK, not timing out the repeater. Yeah, Thanksgiving was quite wonderful. Very busy. Had a great drive up to Michigan. Talked with some people on our way through Toledo through the radio. That was nice. I wish I could remember their calls off the top of my head, but that was really cool. I saved them in the messages between my husband and I. But that was really nice to talk to them. Talking with my cousins was great. I got to reconnect with one of my cousins who I was a little leery of talking to just because I haven't talked to her that much, and it went really well. And everybody got back home safe, and we had a good time at Josh's mom's house with his brothers, and that was great. And now I just want to sleep for days. But all in all, good time. And wishing everybody safe travels in the incoming inclement weather, and just a happy holiday season, goodwill towards men, all that stuff. And prayers for everybody, of course. And thank you for everything you guys do for ham radio and the nets and the club. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to QKO and wish everybody a good night, and God bless. KE8YUK. Good night, everybody.
All right, thank you, Lucy. And I'd imagine you know how small babies are because, you have one. But we got your answers down for Alpha and Alpha. Our next three stations here were checked. They were in and out. That is KE8QLY, WVHEKV, and WV3K. That takes us down to KE8MMY, Chris. How you doing tonight, Chris? And what traffic do you have for us this evening?
Boy, it seems like a lousy propagation night to me. A lot of noise, and I think I'm talking over one of the repeaters that's ID. So I don't know why, but I know that logically it should be one of the even-numbered radio stations, but just 833 just tugs at me for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to go with C, 833. And then I think 200 flavors of soda pop is entirely reasonable. And I attribute that to a little golden book I enjoyed as a kid called Soda Pop the Goat. So there is enough of random information for an evening. KE8MMY, back to net.
Thank you, Keith. We got one. Can you repeat your trivia answers for me real quick? I'm sorry, Chris, can you repeat your trivia answers for me real quick?
Yeah. Boy, that had me confused, too. For the radio station, I'm picking answer C, Charlie, for 833 kilohertz. And for the 200 flavors, I am picking Bravo, Soda Pop.
All right. Thank you, sir. We got you down there for Charlie and Bravo. Next on my list, we have WD8MIU, Warm Weather Wade. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening?
Well, good to hear you, Nick, and everybody else. 73 degrees here and very, very rainy, cloudy day. And, golly, I'm going to go with B for the first question. Bravo. Second one, you know, I was going with, I kept thinking it's got to be pop because I can't believe you can get two flavors of Kit Kats, but knowing Alan, I'm sure that's a trick question, and so I'm going to go with Kit Kat. So I think I was A. So I guess a B and A would be my answers there. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Christmas right around the corner, and New Year's right after that. But it is what it is. Back over to you, Nick, WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks for getting in with us there, Wade. Got you down there for Delta and Alpha. Oh, and thanks for the happy Thanksgiving text message that I didn't respond to, but I got it and I read it, and I want to say thank you. And then next we go down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening?
All right, KCFQV. Well, I'm going to say 833 on the frequency. I'm going to say Kit Kats on the other one. And, yeah, I just sent a text, a Facebook down there on the Tusco group, and Brent, I think it is, or Ben, maybe Brent, said, yeah, they're going to do Ham Fest this year again at the fairgrounds in Tusco. He just has to wait for a date. Well, I would want to venture to say that there is no one at the fair board offices now. You know, they probably won't show up until January. You know, the fairgrounds get to be a relatively a quiet place and a dismal place probably in the winter months. Unless they have a heated building that they can rent.
at all, but he did say they were going to do one. They're planning. You just got to wait for to get a date. You know, so I imagine we'll have other Hamfests coming too. I'm sure Dayton getting themselves ready, and maybe Toledo and Cauga Falls. I've heard they talk about it. So there's things that we can look forward to. We gotta look forward and see what Santa wants to bring everyone. See what he wants to, you know, stuff down the chimney, or maybe he'll just stick a spear in the yard in the tower. So you never know. So maybe he'll just smack an antenna on the side of a car. But I say Kit Kat and 833 megahertz for the answers, KCFQV. For my answers, at least. Back it comes, KC8FQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you down there for Charlie and Alpha. The next four check-ins I have here were in and out. They were AF5JB, KE8LVA, KD2HCE, and KD8RCP, who wasn't in and out, but he was mobile. Maybe still listening out there, but he's continuing to be in and out for the rest of the net. And this is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, going through a list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And we are now down to KC3MWK. Bruce. How you doing, Bruce? And what do you have for us this evening?
Yeah, good evening, Nick, in the Beacon Net, KC3MWK. I'm going to go with D and D, Delta Delta, by net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Delta and Delta. Next we go down to VK2DY, Robert from Sydney, Australia. How you doing tonight, sir? And what traffic do you have for us this evening? Or this morning for you, I guess. Afternoon, morning, I think. Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee. Robert, are you out there, and do you have traffic for the Beacon Net?
Yeah, it looks like Robert's disconnected for some reason. Oh no, he's back again. VK Trades JQ checking in as well, even now.
All right, copy that, sir. Thanks for getting with us. We got you in there as in and out then, and probably we'll hear from you again maybe next Sunday. So thanks for checking in. Next we go down to KA8YYY. Paul, how you doing tonight, sir? And what do you have for us this evening?
KA8QKO, KA8YYY. For your answers, you can put me down for D and B. Dummy Bravo. I don't have much. Hope I'm ready for winter. I think I got everything done. Other than that, I'll turn it back to the net and say hi to everybody. This is KA8YYY.
All right, thank you, Paul. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'm ever really ready for winter. There's always something I don't get done, and it gets covered in snow, and I have to deal with it later. But we got you down there for Delta and Bravo. Next there is we have KI5OWA Joe. How you doing tonight, Joe? And what do you have for us this evening?
For Thanksgiving, it was just another work day. I put in my work day, and I came home and I had lasagna for Thanksgiving. My wife's mother made her famous lasagna, so that's what we had. And to the answers, I'm going to go with Delta and Coke and the Coke for
the second question answer. So back from KI5OWA, everybody have a good night.
All right, thank you, Joe. Actually, I think you said Delta and you said Coke, so that'd be Bravo, or wouldn't it? You mean the soda pop, correct? Can you confirm that for the alternate?
Affirmative on the soda pop.
Copy that, sir. Thank you. And I'll say one thing. I wouldn't mind a lasagna on Thanksgiving. I do love me a good lasagna. It'd be nice to have a break from turkey one year. So I think that's not a horrible idea. All right, next we go down to, all right, here we are. We're down to Alan, KI5DAY. Alan, go ahead and take it away.
Sorry, I just think funny stuff sometimes. KI5DAY in the net. Yeah, man, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Fantastic. Thanksgiving, both Thursday and today at my sister's. I had one at my stepmom's and one at my sister's, and in between, unfortunately, I had to go to a funeral yesterday down in southeastern Oklahoma around the area where I grew up and saw a bunch of old friends from a couple different churches I used to go to, but one of my old mentors and youth pastor ladies who was also a choir director, she also cut my hair, and she was a professional pie and cake maker. She was quite busy, and she took care of a lot of stuff at a lot of different churches for people, her and her husband. But she passed away, and that was a pretty tough time, but we had a great visit with a bunch of old friends and family. But today I had a wonderful time again with, like I said, my sister and my nephews and their wives, and then my oldest nephew came down and we played some guitar. I was teaching him a few songs on acoustic that we wanted to play, a couple of them. Now I'm sitting here tossing around this little hand warmer I had out earlier. It's still pretty warm. And as far as my answer for the first question, oh my goodness, I forgot which one it was. I had to go back and look, but it was the one that was in the 700 range. I think it might have been C. I'm trying to find it here, but whatever that is, let me let this drop. Correction, B for 750 kilohertz. And what else? I'm easily distracted. My brain is on a serious hayride tonight. I mean, it went on a wiener roast without me earlier, and now it's going on another hayride. And it's really frustrating. I'm trying to keep it together, but lots of stuff going through my head. Imagine that. What else have I got? I don't have much else. I'm enjoying the answers to my alternate trivia. It's interesting what people come up with sometimes, I tell you. But anyways, I'll shoot it back to you. I hope everybody's well, and hugs and kisses. KI5DAY, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Alan. Thanks for the alternate question. Yeah, I'll say I understand the brain kind of going haywire tonight. I know. I think I'm about ready to turn into a pumpkin myself. It's been a fun long weekend, but it's also been a long weekend. So I'm ready to get some Z's and start up work tomorrow, which would be super awesome. All right, next we're gonna go down to talk to KI5TAQ Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? What do you have for us this evening?
Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Or I should, for Alan's sake, affectionately call it the Bacon Net. Had a very good Thanksgiving and the day after. I was kind of like as some people would call us, stuffed turkeys. Or stuffed hams, as we are. Trivia question. I'm going to go with B, and I'll go with A for the alternate. And all I could say is, for everybody that's feeling the winter come on, just be safe while driving. I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got you down there for Bravo and Alpha. final station that checked in with us here from the blue screen was VK3HJQ, who was in and out. And that puts me at the bottom of the list. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater. We've gone through our first rounds of check-ins, and we are ready to take some more. Anyone out there who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, I'm back.
VK2DY, go ahead and take it away, sir.
Yes, I'm just out shopping. This is Robert, Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee in Stanhope Gardens, New South Wales. It is 28 degrees Celsius out there. Sun is, we just went behind the clouds, but it's a reasonably warm, springish day out there. I got a new toy to play with. I got one of those dwarf digital telescopes that I've got to play with now. So I'm going to go out and take some pictures when we get a clear night and see what I can get some pictures of out there. It looks like a pretty neat little unit. And I've seen pictures people post to the internet that look pretty cool. So I'm going to give it a try. Anyway, that's it from here. VK2DY. Oh, I'm going to go with Charlie and the Bravo, I guess. VK2DY.
All right, thank you, sir. Catch on for Charlie and Bravo, and enjoy that telescope. Sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think hopefully you'll enjoy it. All right, this is KQKO on the WWKY repeater. Back at the bottom of the list here. Anyone who'd like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to our net control team. And since we already talked to Mike, he went to bed, we're going to talk to Andy, AB8MO. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening?
Okay, this is AB8MO, and before I say anything else, I got a message for Josh. There you go. I feel like such a relic around here. Let's see here. This is AB8MO. I already said that. I don't know what else to say other than it's getting colder and it feels like winter. I had a great time at 3 Thanksgiving meals, and I'm kind of turkeyed out, although I do like turkey. So, let's see, for my answers, well, I'm using the hand mic now, so I can't really type on the keyboard. But I guess let me look at to see what we got here. 833 kilohertz sticks out to me, so I guess I'm going to go with Charlie, C, and D. I'll do C and D. So I'll throw it back to net. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, I'll admit I'm turkeyed out too. I had 3 of those Thanksgivings in a row, and I think I got some leftovers. I think I'm gonna turn into, I don't know, some sort of casserole probably tomorrow. Have that for dinner and see so I can start whittling down some of these leftovers a bit more. But anyway, thanks for logging tonight. Always appreciated. And next we're gonna go down to KD8 EPC. Dustin, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening? Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie. Dustin, this is K8QKO on the BeaconNet. Do you have traffic for us tonight? Nothing heard from Dustin there. Perhaps he stepped away, fell asleep, or did something else. So we'll go now we'll go down to our trivia master, and we'll get his comments, but we're not going to get the answer yet, Eric. Just your comments. K8VZA. Go ahead with your traffic.
KO in the group. This is KE8VZA. Good to hear you tonight, Nick, and good to hear everyone else. So obviously I'll abstain from the main trivia question. Alternate trivia question. Alan came up with another good one. This one is, in my opinion, a lot more fun to ponder than mine. But I'm going to go with Bravo for soda pop. And the Wendy's near us has a machine inside that mixes to your heart's content all the different flavors, and I don't know what its limits are. But I'm going with soda pop. Had a good Thanksgiving here. Both kids were home from school. Got to spend some time with them. One of them's headed back already. One of them's going to head back tomorrow. First thing in the morning, but they'll both be back in a couple weeks for Christmas break, so that'll be good. Browns game today, we'll just leave it there. Not that great, right? That's about all I have. Just kind of psyching myself up to hit the deck running tomorrow for work, and it'll be good. That's what I keep telling myself. It'll be good. So anyway, thanks Nick and Knight for running the net and the rest of the crew, and I will be standing by with the answer for the main trivia when it's time. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Nick.
All right. Thank you, Eric. We're going to open it up here one more time for check-ins. This is KE8QKO and the WWKY repeater. We're going to open up here for one more round of check-ins before we go up and get our trivia answers read. So if you want to check in with the net and you want to answer our fine trivia questions, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KD80PC recheck.
KD80PC, go ahead with your traffic, sir.
Thanks there, Nick. Third time's the charm. First I was talking over on the digital machine to nobody on D-Star. Then I was over here on the 3.9 talking to you guys without a tone, so there you go. When I let off the key, there was Eric talking. So don't have a lot. It's cold. It's rainy. I'm tired. I'm going to go with A for the regular trivia and D for the alternate because the Cornwall Devines are great people. With that, great to hear you out there. Have a great night. We look forward to hearing you again there real soon. KD80PC, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, good evening, Dustin. Got you on there for, you said Alpha and Delta. Is that right? Did I hear it right?
Roger, Nick.
All right, thank you, sir. Brain's slowing down a little bit right now. Starting to get to that time of night. Okay, so thanks for being with us here, Dustin. Glad you got your PO tone sorted out. And let's go back up, and we're going to try this one more time and see if there's anybody out there that wants to check in. If you'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Hey, KSFQE. KSFQE.
This is Kilo Juliet 4, Bravo Echo Tango, KJ4BET. Ricardo, St. Petersburg, Florida. Let me do in and out. Got a thunderstorm trying to brew here, so I better turn this thing off. No other traffic except.
All right, I had a recheck from KC8FQB. We'll get you to you there in a moment there, Mark. And I had a regular check-in from KJ4BET, checking in and out to avoid a thunderstorm. Good evening, Ricardo, and try to brave that storm safely. Okay, are there any additional check-ins for the Beacon Net? Please say your call sign now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go up to K8FQV for a recheck. Mark, take it away.
Yeah, KSFQ, just say, yeah, you gotta use your own PL. You can't ride on someone's tail. I know it's fun to ride on someone's tail, but a lot of times it don't work. But Well, send it back to net control, KSFQV.
All right, copy that, Mark. Gotcha. All right, that makes sense. That works out. Okay, so back on the bottom of the list here. This is K8QKO with a WWKY repeater. Let's go back up and talk to Eric and get our trivia answer. K8VZA. Eric, go ahead and take it away, sir.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. So the main trivia question was, in the U.S. in 1920, as government regulations were still being developed, early broadcast radio stations initially had to share time on which single frequency? And the possible answers were A, 619 kilohertz, B, 750, C, 833, or D, 1350. The correct answer is, drum roll please, Charlie, 833 kilohertz. So, let's see, the backstory. I'm going to take a break for time here and then come back with the backstory. KE8VZA returning. Okay, so Herbert Hoover, before he was president, was the Secretary of Commerce and was in charge of radio policy, and he had several commissions that were working on how to handle this wild west of radio broadcast, because literally anybody with a radio could just get on there and just start broadcasting music, news, information, whenever they wanted. So they finally reined it in by 1920 to a single frequency, which obviously created a lot of problems in and of its own, and it was 833 kilohertz. I couldn't find anything why they chose that frequency, but they had to, everybody had to, if the area had multiple stations, they had to share time on that. And then later they released two other frequencies, which were the first two answers, 619 and 7. I'm going to take one more break for time. So the Department of Commerce lacked the discretion to reject any license applications for anyone that they felt didn't have one, and could not enforce frequency assignments. So they were able to convince Congress to work and release some hard legislation, which became the Radio Act of 1927. Before that, though, Herbert Hoover was able to convince the powers that be to go ahead and open up 550 kilohertz up to 1350 kilohertz for general broadcast use. So that's it. There's your story. And again, the answer was Charlie, 833 kilohertz. Net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. I think I forgot the answer, but I would have gotten it wrong, so I was going to go with Delta. So I definitely would have got it wrong, but I'm going to answer the alternate question before I forget, and I'm going to put down my answer as Bravo. So next we're going to go down to KI5, DAY Alan, get his answer for the alternate question read for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. Hey, Mr. Nick and everybody. I hope everybody's had a good night. This is always fun. Love this net. My alternate trivia question for tonight was, there are over 200 flavors of which of these items in Japan? Well, the overwhelming answer seemed to be soda pop for whatever reason, but your options were A, Kit Kat bars, B, soda pop, C, Pop-Tarts, D, Corn Waldo jelly beans. And as Eddie said earlier, or not Eddie, but one waiter Wade said, knowing Alan, well, he was right. But anyways, I wasn't talking about America when it comes to soda pop, so keep that in mind. I'm sure there's well over 200 in America, but there is not over 200 flavors of soda pop in Japan. So if you answered B, you were wrong. The answer is actually A, Kit Kat bars. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Let me let this drop. So while Americans are just warming up to the idea of oddly flavored snacks, key lime pie, Oreos, chicken and waffles, Lay's potato chips, and birthday cake Pop-Tarts, Japan has shown a total mastery of Kit Kats for years. They have launched over 200 flavors in the last 15 years. Some would even argue closer to 300 nowadays, but that's 4 times the number of jelly bean flavors and almost 7 times. Anyways, yeah, it was definitely Kit Kat. So if you guessed Kit Kats or looked it up and got it right, you got it right. KI5DAY, Badgenet.
All right, thank you, Alan. I obviously did not look that up because I got it wrong. That's the way trivia goes. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, but you always get to learn something new or weird when there's Alan's alternate question. Okay, this is KEAQKO on the WWKY repeater. We've gone through our list of check-ins, we've gone through our trivia questions, and we've gotten our trivia answers. And we're going to open it up one more time for one, and I say one final round of check-ins for anyone who wants to check in after the trivia answers have been read. Please say your call sign phonetically along with alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Here is Whiskey 8 Delta Echo Charlie, Matt in the Mobile, Ashby County. Thanks for letting me check in.
Kilo Echo 8 Delta Lima Juliet, KE8 DLJ, in truck on I-77. Name is Ralph. You probably knew that.
All right, 2 more check-ins there. We have W8DEC Matt, and then we have KE8DLJ Ralph. So let's go up to Matt and see if he has any traffic for us before we shut this down. Matt, go ahead and take it away.
Well, good evening to you and everybody left on the net. Here is Whiskey 8 Delta Echo Charlie. Just got off work at the fire department on my way home, only to get up tomorrow and do it all over again. So just wanted to check in, get my name on the stovepipe, and get my name on the payroll, as they say. But thanks for running the net. W8DEC, Asheville County, 73.
W8WKY.
All right, Matt, thanks for all you do, and get some rest so you can go out there and keep everybody safe again tomorrow. Next, go down to KE8DL. Oh, I start again. KE8DLJ Ralph. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
Hey, howdy, KE8DLJ. I tried to get in for giving the trivia answers, but I kept hitting bumps and missed keying. So I got the first one right, but didn't get the second one. BK2DY got a telescope. He was talking about using it tonight, and it reminded me of something I read, a little Google News last week, I think it was. You might be able to see the rings of Saturn. They should be pretty visible. So that's something to look, look for where to look for it. But anyway, driving, it's rain, it's cold, and I'll be out here all night. So I'll be listening. Got to go to Parkersburg, so I got about, 45 minutes to go. And then I'll be out for a couple hours, and the drive back will be about 3 hours. I don't know. I'll be back on the radio. You guys take care. KE8DLJ, 17.
All right, thank you, Ralph. That's good info. That begs a question in my head. Probably shouldn't be there, but it's there. If you're looking at the rings of Saturn in the southern hemisphere, do they spin in the opposite direction? Food for thought. Food for thought. All right, thank you, gentlemen, for getting in with us there. And we are now at the bottom of our list of the BeaconNet, which means it's time to close this thing down. So, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Station, myself, KE8QWE, AB8MO, KE8VZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, K8BKA, and K8YUK. I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us for the next edition of the BeaconNet on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m., except for Sundays. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary immature radio use at this time, 73 all.
Net controller, please check in KC3, QFC, and KE2EZX is in and out. Good evening, everybody. Everybody have a great night and a better tomorrow. KC3, QFC, 73.
KC3QFC, K8QKO. Got you in there, Mike? Got K in there as well. Thanks for hearing. Good to hear from you, and enjoy your evening. K8QKO, I'll be clear.
Yeah, Fox Queen Victor. Trying to clean it up.
W8WKY.